2023, I was just so ready to change careers and just so incredibly burnt out. And I was able to start a second career, and now I'm actually tripling my income. And this wasn't because of luck. It wasn't because of opportunity. And it certainly wasn't because of money, because I didn't have any of those three things. It was the 3 strategies that I'm gonna tell you about in this video. And at the end of the video, I'm gonna give you a little bonus. And the bonus is this business that you could literally start tomorrow that's going to easily help you make a 6-figure income in retirement. I am Casey Ann Reynolds. I am a certified health coach, personal trainer, life coach, helping people to maximize their health, wealth, and happiness. Hit subscribe if you are interested in videos like this. Scary statistics. Again, I already told you 56% of people, that is the majority of us Gen X people who are getting laid off, and age discrimination is real. Put in the comments below if you have been a victim. I know I have, and that's why my career got derailed. So I will send you a link to a free plan, to a 7-page plan to help you plan your dream life. And here's a scary statistic that only 60% of us have any retirement savings, 40% of us have none. And the median is $40,000 already, so that's not a lot. And for those that do decide to maybe take early Social Security, the average Social Security is $2,000. And with inflation, not a good option to just rely upon Social Security. So what are the things we should never, ever do? Okay, and I know so many friends that have done this. Don't beat yourself up if you've done it. It's okay. We all make mistakes, but try not to do every single one of them on the list. Alrighty, so the very first thing we never want to do is touch our retirement. Of course, retirement is meant to be used, and I'm going to start taking my annuity out, but that's a different type of retirement. You're supposed to take that out early. But a lot of people I see, just like they get a job layoff, they can't get the job they had in the past at the similar pay, at the similar title. They panic and they start withdrawing from their retirement savings, even taking that penalty. Never do that, okay? You should never really take more than maybe 5% out per year, but don't start using that as your nest egg. Don't ever refinance your home. If you can't afford your home, it's time to move. And we'll talk about that a little bit more in the video. If you're interested, and I do my first 20-minute consultation for free. All right, here's something hard truth. Deep breath, friends, deep breath. Been there, okay? You're not gonna get your dream job back. If you have been laid off over the age of 55, you're not gonna get it back. And so people that are still looking for jobs, 6, 7, a year, 2 years, you're wasting your time. I'm not saying to stop completely, but you need to follow my 3 strategies. Okay, so don't keep looking for a job that doesn't exist. And last but not least, don't fall for any schemes. You don't need to invest a lot of money in, say, a passive income venture or starting a small business, or time, nor do we have time. This isn't like being laid off when you're 40. We are facing the end of our working lives. So we have to be very careful of the amount of time and the amount of money that we can invest. My 3 strategies: have a job. Don't jump off the Titanic until you have strategy 2 and 3 in place. But for the 56% of people that may be watching this video that have already been laid off, we have to get some income coming in. Already, so 3 years ago, I was just feeling desperate being a teacher. I had literally had baby boomers that my whole entire teaching career never could move into administration, all the freaking baby boomers everywhere. And some of them were kind of petty cannibalistic chickens that were just like, meh, trying to be mean and get rid of me. And then quick as a blink, these millennials come up who somehow happen to be the kids of the boomers. No, this real happened to me. This was real, okay? So my teaching career was just like crashed on the rocks. As hard as I tried, it was going downhill quick. And I was feeling very discouraged when my boss was 21, hadn't even graduated from college yet. She graduated, but she hadn't had 1 year teaching. That was insulting to my pride. I was also tired, like I said, of working from 5 a.m. till 9 p.m. every single day and the amount of paperwork and compliance that was required. So I just saw a hospitality fair and went, boom, jumping off that bridge. PhD is a good thing. It actually tripled my income. So I did take the first job offer. I worked a couple jobs. I worked 2 jobs until I felt secure to retire from teaching. So get that part-time job. Now, I only know the experience of hospitality, so I'm only going to speak for that one. Friends, for us friends over the age of 55, I'm only going to recommend 2 different fields. The first one's going to be hospitality at the major hotels. I work for Marriott. I've heard wonderful things about Hilton and Hyatt. Okay, so they're lovely. Now, airlines are also great. Bonus if you are both over the age of 55 in a partnership and one works for the airlines and one works for the hotels. Why, we might ask. They offer some of the best benefits of any companies in the world. Okay, so I got full insurance after 30 days. Yeah, better insurance than I've ever had in my life for a very small amount of money, because we as Gen X and all the generations after us are going to have to work longer than anybody else, or we are never actually going to get to retire. That was a cute little concept. Thank you, FDR. It's not going to happen ever again, okay? The concept of we're all just gonna go off to Florida and retire, gone. Alrighty, so we do need to stay in good health. So when people, and I know of many people that do this, that had that high corporate career, they can't let go of that identity and put a name tag on. Honey, give me the name tag. Casey, isn't that cute? I will wear a name tag any day to have really good health insurance, work 30 hours a week, make more than I did as a teacher, and travel the world for 80% off of hotel rooms. If you're watching this video and you work for the airlines, send me a message. This girl is single. Okay, she's single. I'm dying to meet somebody who works for the airlines. And if you're interested in the videos, what kind of part-time jobs are available, basically, if you have a pulse, you can get a job. There's jobs for everybody. All right, so that is the strategy. So now we've done that strategy where bills are getting paid. We can travel. We don't have to worry about health insurance. And even better yet, we're taking really good care of our health. Now after strategy number 1, feeling pretty secure that we've got the health emergency covered. We haven't gone into our short-term savings, our retirement, and we can start working on passive income. Now, no matter where you're at, even as early as 40, you can start working on this. My passive income is YouTube. I'll make videos about that, and there's a lot of other forms of passive income. I also intend to write some ebooks. So whatever you're good at, whatever you like, the only thing I would really absolutely like to tell you about passive income is it's not sometimes as easy as they say it is. It does take a couple of years to get it going. Mine is finally starting to happen, and that took 4 years, but I love it. So that's the whole thing. It's not gonna happen overnight. For me, if you're doing it and you're already working 2 jobs and you're working on your passive income, anticipate the timeline to be a little bit about that, because your passive income could say be like $1,000 a month for your whole life already. So that's kind of like a little annuity payment. I'm lucky, I did do an annuity long ago, and I did have a pension, so I already had those 2 forms of income. But then I add a little YouTube income, and then actually my largest form of income right now is what I make in hospitality. That's a lot of money in it. You should always make sure that it's within your budget. I know my YouTube budget every year is no more than like $1,000. Launching a business. Now, this is something that you really could be starting in your 40s. Overnight. That's why I'm going to describe to you in a few minutes the perfect business that will make you a lot of money. So start this early. I don't have a partner, but it's best to start with a partner. Do this with your kids, your nieces, your nephews, generationally. We want this low-cost startup business. And it's something that you have to have passion for. And here is where AI is literally our freaking best friend. AI has now made starting a business and even the passive income, like AI has totally changed how I do YouTube. It's like we can now start a business without having to pay consultants, without having to pay all these crazy startup costs. So there's like literally, as Gen X, we are the generation that's the most hardworking and the most adaptable and have had to deal with the most technology change out of all the generations in our lifespans. So embrace AI. I'm telling you, that $20 upgrade on ChatGPT is like the best investment you could ever spend. Don't buy your Starbucks, do the upgrade. And I'm also here to tell you, don't need to do all the Poppy and the Blaze and all that sort of stuff. You know, really just the $20 a month for the upgrade. You do need to do the upgrade, I have found. So just using ChatGPT has changed my life as far as starting a small business. It's streamlined everything. You know, mine is health coaching and life coaching. I'm also going to get certification to be a hypnotherapist. Those are things I'm passionate about. Friends, y'all have been my lifesavers and my passive income in my small business. But do hit subscribe because I can turn this into a whole big series. This is something I'm super passionate about. Get that Uber license. I think that's really helpful. I wouldn't do that full time. Go ahead and get that. So build connections. One of the things I highly recommend is to go ahead and if you aren't in an area where there's a lot of wealthy people, make sure you're in an area where there's wealthy people. Providing services to wealthy people. So what does this look like? So here's a great business idea. Uber them to the airport. Boom. Sometimes you gotta leave at like 3 in the morning nowadays with those flights, right? A business trip. You know, then they're gonna make it into a pleasure trip. And it's gonna be a week and they've got pets. Well, then you do a house sitting, the pet sitting. Then while they're out, leave a honey-do list. If you have some handyman skills for gentlemen out there, you know, the ladies, they need a closet organized. They want you to go do some grocery shopping. A lot of times people are in the middle of, say, they're renovating a bathroom. And as we know, always works out. Like we had an ice storm in Nashville, it got delayed and they're like, boom, the contractor has to do it right now. And if they don't, they'll never see you again. You're like, oh. So you're there for the contractor. If you're bilingual, even if you're not, and just know some great cleaning crews like I do, supervise a deep clean. I personally won't clean, but I can supervise. So you're doing all of these things, and especially if you can kind of clump them all together. I know I work with a lot of wealthy people, and it's so inflation proof. So anyhow, the message here is that you got this. You got this, friends. We are Gen X. We're the MacGyver generation. We've got retirement. You know, we are going to own it. They're getting used to us. My little young friends are just like, Casey's here. You know, they accept me. They sometimes don't gossip as much when I'm there, but I still listen. They're like, oh, mom's here. We've got this. It's all good. You know, the passive income's fun. I love my part-time job. I love traveling the world. I love my great health insurance. And then starting a small business, that's probably, to me, that's what I'm personally working on right now. So I told you 3 years, I'm still working on that. But you know, what is the real risk? What if I'd still been a teacher making $3,000 a month? Oh my God, that was ridiculous. I would be miserable. My nails would not be done. No, I would not be getting my nails done. I wouldn't have a spray tan. I wouldn't be traveling the world. I would be miserable, right? Miserable. So that is the real risk. The real risk is being miserable and doing it too late. I don't want to ever say that it's too late, but I even know as I'm 3 years older that I feel like there's even a little bit less opportunities like in hospitality. I'm really glad I'm working where I'm at and don't have to try to find a new job, right? So it can get to be a little bit too late if we wait too long. So now is the time. Do not be afraid. It's like when you're jumping off the cliff. When you're jumping off that cliff, it's terrifying. But the worst thing you can do is hang on because you're gonna hit the rocks. It's no good. No bueno. So friends, you got this. But please watch my video, what is the #1 regret of people when they die? Hint, it's not living their dreams. And friends, I'm just wishing you peace, love, and joy.